Hey guys, welcome back. Bruce here with DIY Homestead Projects. I've done cut and etch videos on both the Harbor Freight 90 amp flux core welder and the Juba ZX7 200 in the past, but I have not done one on the TIG machine. So today in this video I'm going to do a cut and etch test, just mostly out of curiosity, but I've had a viewer or two that told me that they're curious about this as well. So this is the video I'm going to do that on the Prime Weld TIG 225X AC/DC TIG machine. And I think it'd be interesting to see. So I've got a scrap piece of, this is 3/16 mild steel. I prepped it up. I ground off the mill scale and just got down to bare shiny clean metal. I'm going to run a fillet weld on both sides. I'm going to run one side and then let it completely cool to room temperature before I run the other side. So they're both equally the same as far as temperature prior to the weld. I think it calls for about 180 or 190 amps. And I don't know if it's my particular machine or my technique or what it is. But when I run at the max or up to those amps that it calls for instance on 1/8 inch steel, which I've been doing a lot of, if I run that at 125, it seems to be too hot. And that probably has a lot to do with my welding speed. But I want to try to get the best weld possible to my ability so that I get the best test. Just for fun, let's do it. Now on this particular cut and etch, the first one I did, and that's the one I did all the arc shots on and everything, I pretty well mutilated that coupon trying to get a decent cut and etch out of it, and that's the way it goes sometimes. I cut that thing up and ground it and heated it and smoothed it out, sanded it, polished. I mean, you name it, I tried it. I couldn't get a very good depiction of the weld nugget, so I did another one exactly like that, and that's what you're going to see in the results. I'll put up several pictures of this as I talk through it. The one on the right is the first bead I laid down, and that's the one that looked the best just looking at it from the exterior. It went in real nice and smooth, had a good profile to it. It looked like a decent weld. The one on the left is the second one where I kind of struggled and had some issues putting the weld in. Every time you see kind of a green tint around that arc, I'm either touching the tungsten with the filler rod or I'm touching the weld pool a little bit with the tungsten, and that happened a couple of times throughout this weld. Overall, it came out looking pretty decent. It has good penetration. It's fairly even on the vertical and the horizontal piece. The one on the right just didn't have as much penetration, so maybe I wasn't on the foot pedal all the way down like I should be. It could have to do with the torch angle. I mean, there's so many variables involved here. It's hard to tell exactly what happened there. This was at 135 amps. This thickness of metal calls for 190 amps. I want to thank you all for joining in on the video. I hope you enjoyed it and hope you got something out of it. And if you did, consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. I do appreciate your views and comments and helping me out with this. Anything you give me as far as a tip is a bonus for me. And that'll pretty well wrap it up for this one. We'll see you guys on the next video.